Welcome back, my dear friends, to another pick a card reading. If you are new here, my name is Shauna. I am an intuitive empath. I am a medium, tarot reader, astrologer, and I'm an Akashic reader. And today what I wanted to do is use my what I do when I tap into the Akashic is look at like karmic blocks and soul purposes and things like this. So I created this pick a card today around the things that are blocking you from achieving your desires and your soul purpose and those sort of things in this life. These are your karmic blocks. Some of them could be past life. Some of them could be generational family karma, like you're born into a family where you're meant to heal that karma. Or it could be something that you have created in this life as well too. So what we're going to do is take a look at that for you guys. So hopefully it'll help give you some advice and, let you know what you need to be working on right now in order to remove those blocks, get started, and, especially if you've been feeling like you're stuck in a loop and, repeating the same patterns over and over again, that is a karmic block. So hopefully this helps you identify that and get through it. So as you guys can see, I have 3 different piles up on the screen. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please take your time choosing the pile that resonates with you the most. I did put the timestamps below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, pile number 1, to your karmic blocks, or what is stopping you from achieving your desires, your dreams, your wishes, things like that. So we're going to take a look at what your karma is right now, what you're dealing with, and then how you can actually heal that. Like I said, I use the Akashic records, the 5th dimension, in order to tap in this. This is a higher level of consciousness, and where it kind of has your soul blueprint on it. It shows your past and future and current life energy. So I'm going to be tapping into that at this time, and I did whenever I pulled these cards as well too. So let's start with these tarot cards that I pulled for you guys to see what I'm picking up on. And the way I did this is I pulled these, asked the question, asked Spirit while I was pulling cards, and I just let come out whatever it was. I didn't pay too much attention to it because I didn't want to have any preconceived ideas or thoughts about it. I feel like that can block and get in the way. So I can just channel the information for you guys here. So your first cards are the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. So you guys are definitely dealing with the end of a karmic cycle, but it's around finances, money, and security. I would say that you guys probably have a root chakra blockage, or when you were growing up, maybe you didn't have such a secure or stable family environment. This a lot of times can make it really hard for us to earn money and feel secure in the world as we get older. Now what I'm seeing is I feel like you guys have ideas, you put them forward, but you never really see much come out of them. And this seems to be a loop that you repeat over and over again. It's almost like you're expecting this to reoccur over and over. So this is a karmic block when it comes to finances, with abundance, with wealth, and those things. And like I said, I feel that you have the motivation, you have the ideas, and I want to say gumption. That's such an old word. But there's just this block here that keeps you repeating this pattern over and over again. Part of this is looking at it and waiting for money to come through, and actually really not believing in yourself about it. You've repeated this pattern so many times that it's subconsciously imprinted on your mind that you don't feel like you're going to succeed at certain things. So this is going to be important for you guys to reprogram your subconscious mind, work in your mind, starting to develop new habits and ideas about yourself here. And you can do that through doing little practices, different things, journaling exercises, breathwork exercises, affirmations, and things like that. I'm sure you've heard of all of these sort of things. And I'm going to give you some more advice as we move through, but I want to see what your other cards are, pile number 1, so I can keep picking up the energy. All right, pile number 1, let's take a look at some of your other cards here so I can get an idea. So I'm definitely getting the idea that you guys work very hard. I feel like you guys are constantly working. We'll look at those in a second. You guys are constantly going, constantly moving. Like I said, I picked up that you guys have the ideas, you have the motivation, and now you're almost burning yourself out though. I feel like you're fighting constantly to just stay ahead. You're in that survival mode. And once again, this deals with your root chakra. So any root chakra healing meditations or anything like that is really going to help you guys, or focusing on your root chakra is going to be very important for you to get you out of this survival loop. Yeah, you're stuck in survival here, trying to, you know, create wealth and stability for yourself. But every time you get there, it just seems to loop back around for you. I'm seeing the Six of Swords, and so I feel like you always do get kind of just what you need at the moment. So it's like that you haven't fully changed your habits or cycles, because you do kind of get what you're needing. You know, you get the things that you like, food, water, you know, shelter, those sort of things. The basics always come through. You know, the universe always provides in that way. But you lack that abundance mindset. And, you know, that's not your fault. I feel like this is a past life energy that is coming through. This is something that probably we could look at your birth chart for many of you and see that this is something you're just working on yourself. But definitely there's an abundance block here. For you guys, I think you need to tap into more of the dark side of yourself. Okay, so I'm saying this like the shadow side of yourself. Really get in there and see what things were said to you when you were a child, how you were talked to as a child, what you thought as a child. Get into the stuff that, and even just like what you're thinking a lot of times, that you kind of shove into the darkness. And that's what I mean by that. So you guys maybe need to do some shadow work here. There's some things going on in the subconscious that I feel like are ignored a lot. And this is what is blocking you guys from actually getting to comfort, luxury, reliability. I'm looking at this Taurus card right now. I feel like you guys know this though. You've sensed it. You can see it now. But you're just unsure how to get out of this loop. And so what I've noticed, and this is a scary thing to do, I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of times when I am relaxed, not really thinking about business or money or working too hard, I'm just freely flowing or having fun, this is when money flows to me the most. But you guys are stuck, like I said, in that survival mentality, this like almost overly masculine energy that's keeping you in survival. And because of it, you're actually you know, repelling the abundance that you deserve. Because the thing is, if we're constantly seeking something, we're not actually attracting it, we're repelling it, because we're constantly in a seeking or needing mode. So working on you relaxing, you taking care of yourself and having fun, which, like I said, I know that's very hard, especially if you need money, or if you you know, you're trying to do something, you're trying to reach a goal. It's hard to just stop and say, well, no, I have to think about that, you know, this is important, I have to pay a bill. But I'm telling you, if you're able to start doing that, start releasing some of that, you know, holding on to, I have to make money, I have to make abundance, and start having more fun, you're going to start to step into a flow with the universe, and it's going to start to bring more abundance to you. So these are your last three cards, and it's omens. So I want you guys to make sure that you are paying attention to, or being really mindful. And one reason is because I feel like I said, there's a lot of subconscious stuff here where you can just get caught up in a loop. And when you do get caught up in that loop, you're not even really thinking about all these like I said, shadow thoughts and energies that are coming through, that are telling you maybe that you're not worthy, and you'll never do this, or you'll never earn that kind of stuff. Pay attention, use something to kind of stop you, to be more mindful. That could be even setting an alarm on your phone every day at like 11 a.m. or something, and when it goes off, you take a moment to just sit and say affirmations to yourself, to remind yourself you know, of different things, that you are worthy, that you are abundant. Just taking that time alone really can help you reprogram your subconscious mind. Also, right before you go to bed at night, saying affirmations, and right when you wake up in the morning. Also, this with the omens card, that means that spirit is sending you signs and stuff like that. So pay attention to them. If you see a certain bird, a flower, or something that just kind of catches your eye, you'll know. You'll be like, wait, that's different. Look that up. Find out what that omen means, because this is spirit communicating to you guys. You also have earth and growth. So again, this feels like you have to stay grounded. You have to stay mindful because you are intentionally reprogramming your mind at this time. And in order to do that, you have to be very present. So grounding will be very important for you guys, which is what I've really been talking about. I sense a lot of Mercury energy around you guys, a lot of thinking. So in order to do that, you got to bring it back. You got to bring it back to grounding, back to neutral. And you can do that by simply getting in nature. If you're not doing that, try to get out there a couple times a week in nature. Even if, you can't go hiking or something, get in your yard, make those mindfulness moments maybe outside. Taking a shower, simple stuff like that can help ground you. Really just bringing your energy back and setting it to neutral in some way is really going to be important because, like I said, you guys are reprogramming your subconscious mind, and that's something I would definitely focus and work on at this time. And it's going to help you remove these blocks. It's going to help you, receive more abundance. Because like I said, I feel that all you guys need to do is really step into a flow through having more fun, through doing things that you enjoy more and not just holding tightly to, I have to make money, I have to be stable, da 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 da. You guys need to sit back and relax a little bit more, and everything will be a little bit more fun and it'll flow to you more. All right, my pile number ones, I think that is all the messages that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and I hope it helped in some way. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and have a super blessed day. Welcome pile number 2 to your karmic blocks, or what is keeping you from your dreams, desires, and hopes. So we're going to take a look, and what I do is I tap into the Akashic records here in order to bring through the information for you guys. And so what I did is I did draw cards ahead of time, but I really didn't look at them because I didn't want to have any preconceived thoughts or anything. I prefer to just channel the information as it comes. So your first card is the Four of Torches. You have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Fool, and you have the Empress. So the energy that I get from you guys is that you really enjoy being comfortable. I feel like maybe even your family keeps you very comfortable, and you have a hard time stepping out of that comfort zone. So for some of you, I feel like this is actually present life energy. So a lot of you maybe had a very comfortable upbringing, those of you that chose this. In some way, your surroundings keep you kind of in your comfort zone, and it's hard for you to start something new because I don't want to say everything's given to you, but maybe so. There's just something about you guys that it's all about family, it's about being at home, it's about being comfortable, having the luxuries, but not being able to step out of your comfort zone. So some of you I feel are very, very creative. Seeing that with the Four of Torches and the Empress, and I feel that you guys are meant to in this life express that creativity in some way. Now when we express creativity through art, drawing, and stuff like that, many times we are at home doing it. So for some of you, if you are doing something like that, maybe you're afraid to put your art online, maybe you're afraid to show other people your art, you just keep it at home. You're there comfortable drawing, you're there comfortable singing, or whatever it is that you create, but you're afraid to bring it out into the open. But yet, in this lifetime, Spirit's showing that you are meant to leave that comfort behind and really step out and show people what you can do. Yeah, I feel that whatever you guys do, my pile number 2s, it's probably pretty incredible. Maybe you don't feel like it is that much. And like I said, I feel that this energy is more of a present life karmic block that was created through maybe, and a lot of times, I say this a lot with upbringing, our childhood. Our parents, did the best that they could. Still, though, it did create blocks within us that a lot of us are dealing with. And it's just how the world was, or how the world is, and we're dealing and working with that now. But I do feel like maybe it was how you were raised, and people allowed you to be more comfortable and not go through challenges and stuff as much. So for some of you, maybe, you would try something, and if you just wanted to quit, people allowed you to quit. They didn't say, no, you need to keep trying. So that's what I feel about you, pile number 2. But like I said, you have a lot of creative energy within you. And let's look at your other cards here too. So yeah. Ooh, okay. Some of you are healers. Some of you are meant to heal other people. You got the Kundalini card, which is also about creativity and wisdom. Empresses too. You are just supposed to be sharing whatever it is. And creativity doesn't have to be, you know, art, you know, like what we think of all the time. Like I said, drawing, painting, singing, writing. Creativity is all kinds of different things. It's just, you know, that spark of ideas in life that comes through. And that's what this Kundalini energy is. It's connected to the divine feminine energy. And you have a lot of this, which makes sense why I feel like you guys are very comfortable. The divine feminine energy likes to be comfortable, and she can get lethargic, she can get lazy if, you know, it's out of balance. So my recommendation for you, pile number 2, to kind of get out of this is you need to start breaking out of your comfort zones a little bit. Little by little. You don't have to do anything crazy, but I watched a video actually not that long ago on YouTube about, you know, being able to break out of your comfort zone. You just do a little bit every day. Pick some new activity. Go a little bit further every single day. And as you do that, you get more and more comfortable with taking that extra leap of faith and that extra step here. And, you know, over a year's time, you're doing things that you never thought that you would do. But I mean, it is, if you don't try, then you're never going to know kind of thing. But you guys have this huge spark of energy, wisdom, creativity within you that really needs to be shared with the world. And yeah, a lot of divine feminine energy, I'm feeling like. So you guys have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Magician. You also, so I'm going to bring through, this is a gift that you have that you're actually blocking right now. You guys can manifest anything that you put your mind to, but you, I almost feel like self-sabotage. So you have the idea, you have the creative energy, all these things, but you stop yourself. You only get it started just a little bit, and then you turn around and get back to what's comfortable. But you guys definitely have some really cool energy where you're able to do anything. And that's kind of like, okay, telling a 3-year-old sometimes, this is what I talk about when I talk about manifesting. Tell a 3-year-old that you have the power to do anything that you want. The child is going to freak out. That's kind of how I feel as us as human beings, as we're learning to manifest and create things in our lives. Like it's all so new. We wouldn't know exactly what to do. And, but it's like you have to learn little by little how to use this almost power, is what I want to say, in order to create the right things in your life. Because like I said, right now, I feel like you guys can, you're very comfortable. You can manifest being comfortable. You can manifest great ideas and bring them forward, but you struggle keeping them up because you can always fall back into that comfort zone. So we have unexpected and healing also. So you guys might get thrown unexpected events sometimes. This is the universe kind of showing you, hey, you need to jump out of your comfort zone, do something different here. And if you haven't been, you can probably expect that if you don't start stepping out of your comfort zone. You also have healing here, insecurity, wounds, vulnerability. I feel like this card is also connected to your healing gifts, that you guys are meant to be healing other people. Like I said, there's something about your guys' energy. You're supposed to be out there in front of people, helping people, of service with your talents, gifts, and creativity, and with your healing ability. You guys are the healers of the group, and that is a really cool gift to have here. But like I said, I feel like it's being blocked. I feel like you're blocking yourself. You don't believe in yourself. So I feel like you guys need to really work on, like I said, stepping out of that comfort zone, doing stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable just a little bit, little by little, and really believing in yourself, not allowing yourself to give up, doing things like that. So you also have the entanglement card and the burden card. Interesting. Okay, so entanglement and burden, the energy that I just picked up, the message I got from this is that you almost create a burden for yourself. You create, okay, this is going to be too much. Like I said, it's almost a self-sabotage. And please don't think that I'm harping on you guys, because I literally have all this. I do all this right here. This would probably be my pile, honestly. But I feel like you guys create situations for you to not complete things. Oh, this will be too difficult. This is too hard. And it really just creates a more entangled mess for you, when things can become a lot clearer if you stay focused. I feel like yeah, that you create the burden, you create the thing to go back to being comfortable. Excuses, there's a lot of excuses here. But like I said, some of this could come from childhood. I feel like that maybe people allowed you to um you know not have to follow through with things as much. And that's nice. My mom kind of did that to me too. If I didn't want to do a certain thing, she would say, oh, if you don't feel comfortable, you can just stop. That didn't help me at all. I had to go back and relearn how to be more assertive, how to push myself, and how to get out of my comfort zone. And it actually created a lot of anxiety that I'm still dealing with at this time personally. But it's something that you can definitely work through. And I keep looking at the entanglement card, and I feel like you guys just see things as they seem so much bigger than they actually are. It seems like, oh, there's so much that I have to do, and then we go back to the burden card. But it's not. It's one step at a time. Taking little steps at a time is going to be so important for you guys. Like I said, and yeah, the big thing that I feel for you guys healing is going to be taking those little steps out of your comfort zone every single day. Whatever that means for you guys, that is going to help you so much. Remove this block and get yourself out there. Whatever your dreams and desires are, I feel like you guys can create them. You have a very special gift. And you're supposed to be sharing it with the world, pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, I think that is all that I have for you guys today. I do hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it did help. And thank you so much for watching, and have a super blessed day. Pile number 3, to your karmic blocks, or what is keeping you from your dreams, desires, what is going on right now and keeping you in this cycle or loop. So what I did is, like I said in the beginning, is I'm tapping into the Akashic. But when I drew these cards, because I did draw them ahead of time, I didn't really look at them. I didn't want to know, because I do better just kind of channeling, having that instant, not overthinking it. So you have the 6 of Torches, you have the 2 of Swords, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Immediately, pile number 3, I feel you struggle making decisions, and that's a block that you have right now. I also pick up that you guys don't trust yourselves, but this is projected as not trusting others. So I feel like maybe a lot of people come to you, or they're telling you, okay, you can do this, you can do that. You don't really believe them because you don't really trust yourself in making, like I said, decisions or making moves in your life, making changes. You struggle with making changes in your life. But there is this thing here too, and actually all my piles have like some sort of special thing, I feel like, about them. You definitely have this special energy where people notice you, they're attracted to you, they really like you. You draw them in, and maybe sometimes that can feel a little overwhelming, because I feel like maybe people give you too much advice and it becomes overwhelming for you, where you're like, okay, I don't even know what to do at this point. And you end up at this like crossroads that you never end up picking, which way to actually go. But you guys are currently at one right now where changes are supposed to be happening in your life. And this is kind of a collective, honestly, energy going on right now. We're shifting gears, and you guys are currently going through where you need to make a decision in your life. And I feel like you've been blocking yourself. And looking at the 6 of Torches, a lot of times we're moving forward in the 6s. We're moving past a more negative time. But I feel like you guys keep looking back. You keep making excuses to move forward. Like I said, I feel that you are struggling making a decision at this time. And so basically, if you don't make the decision, someone else is going to make it for you. The universe will make it for you. And it's coming up very soon. So if you did choose pile number 3, then I feel like you're going through a time of definite indecision. But this is your message to, that you need to start making a decision. You need to start to get clear on what you really want to do. And if you do struggle making decisions like that, people usually say follow your heart and things like that. And sometimes it's hard for us to know what that means, because we have so many thoughts that we have been programmed with from childhood, from other people. Oh, this is a good thing and this is a good thing. You have to really break it down to what you really want. People will tell you what they like all day long, and that's great, but you have to figure out what you want. And the only way to do that is to do a little inner work, a little reflection, going within and going, do I really want to be a doctor? I'm telling you this is because actually when my husband was younger, he was a AP honor student and all these things. You'll be the perfect doctor. He even started, on that path and everything. It just wasn't something he wanted to do. And he ended up, he actually left college completely. Everybody was so disappointed in him and everything like that. But it was just something he didn't want to do. That was not where his heart was at. And so it's that sort of thing. It'll feel like you are letting people down, but if you stay doing the thing that they wanted you to do, you would only be hurt in the end. Now, that's been 15 years ago, and everybody's happy for the decisions that he has made now. So looking back, hindsight's 2020 kind of thing. So that's the thing. It really doesn't matter what other people say, because in the future, it's going to be how you feel and where you're at with things. So I encourage you guys to really sit and like I said, do some reflecting and things and find out what you really, really want and make a decision on it. So let's take a look at your other cards here too. That's right. You guys got 2 of these cards. You guys definitely have a block also in your root chakra. We have the root chakra here. And we have Pravarti here also, and this is about you making a commitment. Once again, like I said, you're struggling, making decisions, making a commitment to yourself, trusting yourself here. And this could be because when you were younger, maybe you guys didn't have stability and security. This is a very common blockage in the root chakra. Actually, the pile number 1 had it. A lot of times when I do Akashic readings, that's one of the chakras that is blocked, because our upbringings, honestly, they were what they were. Our parents did the best that they could, but, they were just not really in line with who we really are as spiritual beings. So it created a lot of confusion, a lot of blocks and stuff like that. But you guys have to make a commitment to yourself. You have to trust yourself at this time. This is what is blocking you from doing the things that you really want to do here. You have union. You have thoughts. I feel like you guys definitely overthink. You spend too much time in thinking, planning maybe even too. I feel like maybe you guys make plans, you go all out, write it all down, maybe even schedule certain things, but then you back off and never actually do it. So it's time to get out of that here. It's time to get out of the overthinking energy here that keeps you in this loop. You guys definitely have blessings coming through also, but it is about, okay, so when you first start making this decision, it's important to, when you make that first step, maybe you don't see things unfolding instantly, to not just retract and run away. You are going to have to do things small and little by little, which is kind of what I told pile number 2. They had to get out of their comfort zone. You guys need to make decisions, and you take one foot in front of the other. And it's not about looking around and seeing, oh, did this happen yet? Did this happen yet? You have to trust. You have to trust the universe, and you have to trust yourself that you made the right decision here, and see, because whatever is going on internally in our minds and our hearts, that's what's reflected. So if you're sitting there constantly worried, constantly trying to see what's manifesting, what's unfolding, did you make the right decision? You're going to be in that loop forever. So get out of the overthinking. Get out of the overthinking, the over-planning, the not trusting yourself, and start to make decisions. Start to really be bold about yourself. I feel that you probably know, for some of you, what you want to do, but you're also afraid. I feel like you guys could be people pleasers. You're afraid to make those changes, or you think that they're not possible. Maybe you rely on other people too much here to make those decisions. Either way, as I do feel like you have a lot of people in your life, but I feel like they influence you too much. You guys have to begin to trust yourself. You have to begin to make decisions for yourself, and to not be so afraid of it. So you guys also have the abundance card, which shows me that you guys are meant to be abundant, and you have the open heart. So that's interesting. This connects to me to the root chakra. So if you have a lot of fear of your, trusting yourself and trusting others, you create a blockage in your heart chakra too. And when you do that, you put up a wall with connections and opportunities and abundance to come through. You really shut it out. So opening your heart, like I said, that trusting, that forgiveness. You guys probably had a heavy childhood. For, you guys that chose pile number 3, you probably had a pretty, I would say more intense, chaotic childhood. So your heart chakra is more blocked because you're trying to protect yourself. It's caused these, like I said, karmic blocks with not trusting others, not trusting yourself, not being able to make a decision because you are just trying to survive at this point. But really, the universe wants to bring you abundance. And the way that it's going to do that for you is for you to start making those decisions, trusting yourself. And now I'm seeing that you guys need to forgive the past and move forward. It's time for you to open your heart, allow people in, allow yourself in, and allow you, to love yourself. You guys could probably benefit from some inner child healing and stuff like that too. You can look any of that kind of stuff online. I know there's meditations and different things, but I feel like that would help you guys a lot. Journaling, stuff like that, definitely. But yeah, I feel like you guys are pretty close though to changing your life a lot. You guys are in this situation where you're like on the edge of about to be in abundance, about to make that right decision that changes your life here. You just have to take that step. You just have to trust. Like I said, otherwise the universe is going to make it for you, or someone else is going to make it for you, and you may not like it as much. I think it's really important that you guys, whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, that you start making your own decisions and feeling confident in yourself. Because you have a lot of blessings that could be coming through as well too. All right, pile number 3, I think that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it helped you. And thank you so much for watching. Have a super blessed day.